Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the second part of August 15th through the 31st. Sagittarius, I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. Please remember this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Please take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. As you can see in the past, we have the Five of Cups, which of course is a card of loss, clarified by the Nine of Cups, which is a card of fulfillment. But the Five of Cups is definitely about someone who is focusing on the things that are gone. But we do see a bridge here in the background, which suggests that not all bridges have been burned. You know, there is a home just a little ways away that can, provide shelter and support and love and understanding. But it's definitely a card of sadness and grief over things that have been lost. It could signify for some of you maybe distancing, in a relationship, maybe a breakup. For a very few of you, it could signify an actual divorce. It's about some kind of an emotional loss. Maybe, you didn't get into a school that you wanted and you feel a little bit frustrated by it. But definitely it's a card of sadness, and in the combination with the Nine of Cups, to me it suggests that maybe, because the Nine of Cups is such a happy card, very full of joy, this person is generally content. Maybe for some people that are around you, you're putting on a brave face where you are kind of making it look like things are okay, but just beneath the surface, things are not okay. Something is bothering you. Maybe you would like to keep it private. But definitely for others of you, it could be that something that happened in the past was a little bit traumatic. You kind of maybe are carrying it with you and allowing it to maybe cloud your mind, maybe to influence your mind. Although, with the Nine of Cups, it's just mostly the Nine of Cups means being successful and knowing, feeling like you know it all. The Nine of Cups does have a few negative sides. It could be that in this combination, someone is a little bit jealous of you, or maybe you are jealous of someone. Maybe, you are kind of working hard trying to accumulate possessions so that you could, project this, very confident view to the world, and unfortunately maybe something did not go as you expected and you experienced disappointment. It could be that something has happened and you feel a little bit accepting of it. For some of you, it could be like, well, something did not work out and I sort of accept it, The Nine of Cups means different things for different people, but generally it is a very, very positive card. Sometimes, though, it could mean that you prefer to be alone and not have others sort of around you. That is what makes you sort of feel content and feel happy. In the challenging position, we have the Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. The Five of Swords is known to be as a card of conflict. So in the obstacle position, it could be that maybe you've decided to lay down your sword and walk away from conflict. It could be that you agreed with someone to sort of restore peace because maybe you realize that conflict is costing you too much. The Five of Swords is definitely a person who could be reaching a breaking point and at something, coming to an end, where you can't continue fighting any longer. The Eight of Pentacles is a card, generally is a very positive card about hard work, but it could be that you're feeling disappointed, and not really seeing the big picture. The Five of Cups brings a different kind of sadness than, for example, a Five of Swords. And it seems to me that you do have a bit of a emotional struggle as of late. It seems to me that probably the month of August to you was a bit of an emotional roller coaster, although you do have quite a lot of swords in the top row here, which to me signifies that you may be not being nice to yourself in your own head. It could be that someone around you is putting pressure on you, and maybe not being very nice to you, using blunt words, hurtful words. Definitely there seems to be emotional stress that you are experiencing in the month of August. But getting back to the obstacle, we have the Five of Swords as well as the Eight of Pentacles, something that you've been focused on wanting to see kind of come to fruition, unfortunately is not working out. The money seems to be definitely an issue for you in the month of August, because of course the Pentacles signify a financial side of things, and you are aware that you may be expecting kind of significant losses in the future, but you're definitely worried about money. But good thing is that you're fighting hard for it. You're definitely fighting for your place at the big table. It seems to me that you are learning to compromise. It could be that you're learning to be aware of that you have limited amount of energy, and that you should be extremely energy is more important than money. Energy is more important than the most valuable thing you have. Energy is what makes your life, and when you focus on the negative, and when you think that you're fighting for something that is going to help you down the road, sometimes it doesn't work out. So definitely be very mindful about where you spend your energy, and I think that you are kind of learning, because the divine is communicating to you that you should be better at maybe diplomatic relationships, that you should increase your ability to compromise, and that way it would benefit you, of course, financially as well. But the Eight of Pentacles in the challenging position is definitely a warning from the divine that you don't be a perfectionist. When you focus too much on a detail, when you just take the caring to a whole new level, it could actually be detrimental. Detachment does have its uses a little bit, and in order to see the big picture, you have to be a little bit detached. So the divine here is warning that if you continue focusing intensely on one specific thing, it's going to grow into a bit of a problem down the road. And of course, the Two of Swords in the present position here is a card of decision making. You're going to have to make a decision, and you're not very clear about that decision, which means you are feeling a little bit stuck. You're not moving forward due to mainly your own created sort of problems that you create in your head, instead of what is actually happening in the external environment around you. Yes, there are some things that you may not be aware of, because we've got the moon here in the card, so there's definitely some elements that are hidden from you, but it does seem like this person is sitting down with this blindfold around this person's eyes, and you can just put the swords down and take the blindfold off, and that will help you, for example, see. But this person continues to sit there, feeling trapped, letting the fear take kind of control of the vehicle. I think that it's important to acknowledge if you're feeling fear. It's important to feel good that you may be feeling fear, because fear helps you grow your courage and overcome the situation. It is more courage that helps overcome the fear, not less fear. The fear is not going anywhere. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing person. She's very caring, and it could be that there's someone around you, maybe a mother, maybe an older friend, maybe a colleague at work that is older, definitely providing good advice, definitely giving you the best that she can offer so that you can make this difficult decision. It could be that going through a specific situation, will require a lot of maturity on your part. So maybe you are doing something you've never done before. It's important not to run away from it, but instead face it head on, and you here have the support of the Queen of Cups. In the future outcome position, we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords, it's about shaking things up in your life. So there's some kind of energy that is coming your way. There's some kind of news, maybe. Sometimes it's not the greatest news, but there's some kind of energy that's coming at you pretty fast, and I'm not sure you're gonna like it. It seems to me that this card is not the best for love. It suggests to me that you may find out that the person you are in love with has some pretty aggressive traits, or something that you just don't like. But the Knight of Swords is generally described as aggressive. The Knight of Swords is generally it's a little bit of a destructive energy, so make sure you kind of jump out of the way if you see the Knight of Swords coming at you. You might want to avoid a person, like if you get to meet someone in the period of August, and they seem to be boisterous and they seem to be kind of energetic, you might want to avoid anyone new that you will be meeting in the month of August, just to sort of protect your own energy, because usually the Knight of Swords is very aggressive, very blunt, very kind of he's not the warmest person. He doesn't ask, may I, or would you please. He just kind of goes for it. A bit of a bull in the china shop, if you know what I mean, and he's got a bit of a temper. And like I said before, it could be that something is coming very fast at you, but you should be careful. I think you are going to have an opportunity to balance out your financial situation. There's a very good chance that you will see an opportunity and you will seize it, and your financial situation most likely will improve. So it's definitely good things on the horizon, but the swords always have a double edge, which means that if something is coming your way and it is positive, what is it going to cost? Because there's always a cost that is associated. This card can also be about just you generally being aggressive. If there's something that you want to accomplish, you have to, the divine suggests that you have to be aggressive about it, meaning shove the person out of your way and go for it. If you truly have your mind made up that, this is something, like, for example, if you want to, get a job with, I don't know, Elon Musk, and go to space, you have to be aggressive about about it. It's not going to just sort of fall in your lap. If you want to pursue a love interest, you have to be aggressive about it because there could be another candidate. So you definitely have to, the divine suggests that sitting on, just sort of sitting and not doing anything, sitting on your hands, is not going to work out. If you take action, you have a very good chance that you will be rewarded financially, but it depends on how much effort you actually put in. Let's see if we can clarify some of this reading with the 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we've got indecision, and of course directly related to the 2 of Swords. And we've got the Sun, extremely good omen. I feel like it supports the King of Pentacles over here. And anxiety. The anxiety is of your own making. Things are steady, and make sure that you sort of step back. If you were able to see the big picture, I think you would feel a lot better about your progress. Indecision is a card that suggests you're looking at 2 roads, wondering which would be the better choice. Which of course very supportive of the 2 of Swords. You're standing still, feeling confused, and you could spend days, you could spend months, you could spend a very, very long time trying to figure out which direction you want to move while your life force energy is draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. Let's say you go to the left and it's the wrong choice. But if you go to the left and you get down the road some and you start to kind of get the feeling that it's the wrong choice, you get down the road some more, you're starting to really feel like it's the wrong choice, you know, you could always go back to point 0, which, you know, and then go towards the right choice. And the old you could still be standing there trying to figure out which way to go. So I definitely think that even making the wrong choice sometimes is a better option than no option at all, because the wrong choice gives you experience. The wrong choice can give you potential connections. The wrong choice can make you understand your emotions better, how you feel better, life experience, just in general. Definitely time is of the essence, and the choice has to be made as rationally and as quickly as possible. The Sun is, of course, the very first card. There's going to be something that will happen in August that's going to be extremely positive for you. The Sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends blessings in your life. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and the summer, this is your time for a new beginning, the onset of nurturing, new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create, and know the sun is shining on those intentions right now. So you are definitely able, I mean, and look how pretty it is. It's this bowl, for the lack of the better word, has a little baby on the side, and then it has a little bird, it has a little music instrument, it has painting stuff, a book. It's so creative. I like this card a lot. Of course, the anxiety card is definitely going to make you lose a little bit of sleep, most likely around the kind of towards the end of August. This woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps it's even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. Let's see what the ancestors and angels have for us. I also pulled 2 ancestors and angels cards, and it says Shaman, trust in higher forces, as well as Autumn, release the old and rest. Shaman is a very powerful card. He's very much intuitive, and he's very much someone who believes in nature and things and like signs, all kinds of things. Very powerful card to receive. And let me see what is the further explanation. Trust in your angels, guides, and ancestors. If you've given your power away, claim it back. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So surrender. Adapt a feeling of surrender that you've done everything you could do, and sometimes, just letting it kind of grow on your own creates a very powerful consequences as a result. Call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct the situation and come out on top. The Shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. So be aggressive about what you want to achieve, but don't be aggressive about people that are around you and, sort of all the negative external forces that may, take place around you. As long as you have that powerful feeling inside of you, you are going to achieve all your dreams. And of course, autumn is about taking some time to yourself, meditating a little bit, taking, a brief vacation, and generally disconnecting from the craziness of the world so that your body and your mind and your spirit can all connect and align. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave any comments. I enjoy reading comments, and it also helps me connect with your energies. Also, please check back next week. I will be doing monthly readings for the month of September. And again, thank you so much. I will see you next time.